Mount Everest is made of soaring limestone walls, hanging giant ice cliffs, and a peak that scrapes the sky at 29,035 feet. And the day that my team moved from base camp up to Camp 1 was April 25th, 2015. And that's the day a 7.8 magnitude earthquake slammed into Everest, Nepal, and all the neighboring countries.
It was a huge avalanche and a huge powder blast.
Just harrowing. And joining me now on the phone from Everest is mountain climber Jim Davidson, who's stranded on Mount Everest at this point.
4 Americans are among the 18 people who died in that disaster.
And when that earthquake slammed into us at Camp 1, the whole trip changed. And we had a real teamwork and leadership challenge on our hands. Hi, I'm Jim Davidson. These rescue and survival situations act as an intense crucible for examining what makes a resilient leader and how teams can be more resilient. By sharing these powerful videos, photos, and stories, I bring these compelling experiences right into your meeting room. Let's take a short look at a video here, 5 minutes after the quake, and see what was going on through my mind when I realized I had survived and I had to think about what to do next.
We're gonna have to do a count off, make sure everybody's counted for. Holy schmoly. It sounded like a rumbled off noopsie, but then I thought I heard another one over there, but it's hard to tell, the sound was bouncing around too. All right, I gotta get dressed. Stand by.
So I want you to imagine you're there. You've seen the videos, you heard our voices. Imagine you're at Camp 1. And let's review the situation. I want to tell you a few facts here about what's going on, because in a minute I want you to think about what kind of a leader you would want if you were sitting in that tent right now. So at Camp 1, we've got about 32 climbers and Sherpas. We're at 19,000 feet. The air is less than half as thick as it is at sea level. Helicopters aren't flying because it's too cloudy and snowing, so we're not going to get out in a helicopter. We do have food and fuel for about 5 days. That's good. We can maybe stretch it a little bit longer. Let's pretend you are the team leader, just like your team leaders here today to represent your chapter. You're the team leader at Camp 1. What traits and characteristics do you want the team members to possess? These are real-world challenges, not made-up scenarios or board games. So as a result, the audience gets drawn in and they energetically debate how to be a resilient leader, and they discuss how to make teams more resilient.
I think calm in the face of crisis is what you want on your team members.
And the second one was decisive.
We thought that you need to have attentive action. You need to be able to pay attention, but be able to move and follow. And then the good one is communication. You have to be able to communicate well with each other.
What kind of communication do you think should be going on at this point? Long discussions, short discussions, what?
Probably pretty short discussions.
Probably not time to make a committee and subcommittee? Yeah, okay. Each audience member also completes a written self-reflection so that they leave with personal insights about how they can be more resilient at work and in their personal life. We are not going to share this part. This is time for you to be honest with you. So let's answer 3 questions about ourselves. You know, all those ideal traits we just had here, Merv wrote down calm and confident, no ego, organized thinking, collaboration, communication, attentive, disciplined. Is anybody here every single one of these things every day? No. Maybe a couple of them, right? But we're not all these things every day. This unique workshop is very interactive. Your audience will work together in small groups, and I facilitate larger group discussions to pull out the wisdom from the audience members. Ma'am, how about yourself? What did you hear? What did you hear that you liked?
Confidence and inclusion.
And they're open to input and feedback from others without delaying the process.
You want somebody who's got some experience, because you don't want somebody to make the wrong decisions.
It was having that caring too about the team and making sure we're all on board and working with each other and watching out for each other.
Just to have courage and to be able to make a decision even though you're afraid yourself, and be the one that shows the courage and inspire the others.
That's fantastic. Thank you. That's a great spot to wrap that up. So let me scroll it forward and show you the video here, and watch and listen to our team leader, Emily, the lady in the blue jacket. She does a number of things that we want to talk about briefly when we're done.
I think we're okay, you guys. Okay. I think we're okay. That was smaller. No. Remember, a lot of the stuff came down yesterday. Came off yesterday, right? Yep. Just take a deep breath. I know it's scary. Let's just Camp 1. We're fine.
Put your hand in the air and tell me something you saw or heard from Emily that resonated with you. Yes, ma'am.
She was calm and she stayed in the moment.
She was calm and she stayed in the moment.
Very empowering.
Empowering. Reassurance. Caring. Somebody else, please. Yes, please, nice and loud.
She acknowledged reality and didn't deny that people were and should be scared.
She acknowledged reality and didn't deny that people should be scared or were scared. Yeah, because we're feeling it, right? We're human. We're scared.
She discussed her assets. A lot of stuff fell yesterday, so that's a good thing.
That's a good thing, right? She's saying that's a good thing. That helps us out a little bit. Yes, ma'am.
Her body language was calming to people.
Her body language was calming. What did she do?
We're okay, we're fine, everybody's okay.
Excellent. Good catch. Somebody else, please.
In this workshop, by examining these intense experiences in the mountain, we can use them to distill out the best techniques for being a resilient leader and for building engaged teamwork.
This is what I think a resilient leader can be doing during that moment of crisis or challenge. First of all, situational awareness. What's going on around us, right? We may not like it, we may not even want it, but it's here. Could be avalanches in our case, could be a budget shrink for you guys. Could be a committee member just dropped out. You may not like it, but let's face the reality of what's going on and let's find a solution with this big team of smart, motivated people we have. Also, making positive and realistic plans. As someone said, she's not denying that we should be afraid. We're all afraid. She's probably afraid too. So in spite of that, we're going to find a way to get through this. She pointed out the good things that was going on. It's reality. We're stuck and we're in danger, but we are going to find a way through this. And also, confidence. We heard it from the back of the room. It would be great if that person could be courageous and inspiring. I've been on a lot of rescues of other people. I've been in a lot of tough situations on the mountains. And I'm here to tell you that fear is absolutely contagious, but so is confidence. And you want to be the person to try and start that confidence process. Really, you want to be the person to spark resilience. To spark resilience among your teammates, and in doing so, even in yourself. You may not have all the answers yet, but if you can do these things and get the team moving forward, you in fact will be a more resilient leader as well, and that will start to grow.
For smaller groups, we can also incorporate some fun hands-on activities that get them out of their chair and engaged in some more teamwork learning.
Everybody was focusing on keeping their fingers on the pole and nobody was coming down at the same time.
Right. We weren't communicating very well.
I've led this workshop for large organizations and smaller organizations, for the healthcare industry, government, fiscal services, and it works for all these groups because really this resilient leadership process is about taking a look at team dynamics and the innate natural leadership strengths that we all can nurture.
And here's video footage of me waiting my turn to escape out of Camp 1 for a helicopter ride 2,000 feet down over the ice falls. We're all friends here, so I can ask you a question and you can answer me honestly. Do I look a little nervous there to you? Really what you're trying to do as the leader at this point is you're trying to amplify resilience. When you see somebody else have a good idea like, let's dig debris at the field hospital, put your shoulder behind that. When someone says, you know, I don't have a whole answer for this budgetary problem, but I have a partial answer, yes, try and be the person to amplify resilience when you see it in others. And here's Palgen with his family like this, and what he's doing is he's sparking and amplifying our resilience. He's smiling and putting energy into us. And I think that's the true leadership moment. When you look at a tough situation, you know other people are scared, there's uncertainty, but you decide you're going to step up, you're going to try and spark resilience in yourself, you're going to try and amplify it in others. That's the opportunity you have in your work, in your communities, and here at NSA to step up and be a resilient leader and make a difference. Thank you very much.
For booking information, please contact Speaking of Adventure.